You should be able to understand the flow of a project from the moment it is conceived to the moment it is officially closed. Let's begin. Introduction. What is a project life cycle? A project life cycle is essentially a structured journey that every project goes through. Think of it as the roadmap that guides a project from its starting point to its final destination. Every project, no matter how big or small, moves through a series of phases. These phases help project managers maintain clarity, control, and coordination throughout the project's progression. The purpose of having a project life cycle is simple. It provides structure, it helps in planning and monitoring, it clearly defines deliverables, responsibilities, and checkpoints. Without this structure, projects can quickly become chaotic, leading to delay, cost overruns, or incomplete deliverables. Why is the project life cycle important? Let's take a moment to understand why organizations really heavily on this framework. First, the life cycle offers a structured approach. When teams know what comes next and what needs to be delivered at each stage, work becomes more efficient. Second, it aids in scheduling and resource planning. Knowing what tasks lie ahead allows project managers to allocate people, time, and money wisely. Third, the project life cycle helps control time, cost, and quality. During each phase, managers can check whether the project is on track or if adjustment needed to be made. Finally, the life cycle improves communication and coordination. When everyone understands the phase of the project is in, decisions are clearer and progress is easier to track. The five phases of the project life cycle. The standard project life cycle consists of five phases: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and controlling, closure. Let's now walk through each phase in detail. Phase 1. Initiation. The initiation phase is where a project begins. This is the point at which an idea transforms into a potential project. During this phase, the goal is to define the project at a broad level and determine whether it is feasible. Key activities include identifying goals, conducting feasibility studies, identifying stakeholders, and developing the project charter. The two major outputs of these phases are the project charter, which authorizes the project, and the feasibility report, which helps decision making determine whether the project should move forward. In simple terms, initiation answers the question, should we do this project and why? Phase 2. Planning. Once the project is approved, we move into the planning phase, arguably the most important part of the project life cycle. Here, the project team creates a detailed roadmap for how the project will be carried out. This includes defining the scope, identifying the deliverables, creating the work breakdown structure, estimating time and cost, and planning for risk. Communication strategies and resources allocation plans are also finalized during this phase. The result of this phase include the project plan, budget and the schedule, and the risk plan. This phase answers the question, how exactly are we going to do this project? Phase 3. Execution. The execution phase is where the plan becomes reality. Tasks are performed, resources are allocated, and deliverables are created. Project managers must ensure that team members understand their responsibilities and deadlines. Communication plays a key role here, as well as quality management. Regular status reports are created to update stakeholders and track ongoing process. The primary output of these phases are deliverables and status reports. This phase answers the question, are we doing the work as planned? Phase 4. Monitoring and controlling. While execution is underway, monitoring and controlling occur simultaneously. This phase ensures the project stays on track in terms of scope, time, and cost. Project managers compare actual performance with the planned schedule and budget. Tools like Gantt charts and key performance indicators help the team visualize progress. If deviation occurs, corrective actions are taken. Key outputs here include performance reports and change records. This phase answers the question, are we staying on track and what needs adjustment? Phase 5. Closure. The final phase of the project life cycle is closure. This is where the project officially ends. Activities include final delivery of the product or service, obtaining acceptance from the customer or client, releasing project resources, and documenting lessons learned. Important documents produced in this phase include the final report and the closure document. Closure answers the question, is the project complete and what we learned from it? In summary, the project life cycle is a structured sequence of phases that guide a project from start to finish. Understanding these phases helps ensure the work is organized, goals are met, and resources are used effectively. By following the life cycle, initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, and closure, project teams can deliver successful outcomes consistently.